Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson by giving all praises, honor and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught me this 100% truth. Salutations unto the 144,000 doing the work of the Lord in all truth, honor and sincerity, and shalom to the 1/3 men, women and children who believe in this word being taught unto them. It's your brother Amna wa Allah. I'm back with you with another lesson entitled Supacell. E knows what's up. Now the inspiration of this lesson comes from a new Netflix title that's just been released the other day. Obviously there's been talks about it, leading up to it, but it was actually released a couple days ago, and I started watching it, and basically, to cut a long story short, it goes into Jake having spiritual power, man. Because there's these select few people out there, okay? There's these select few people, which are all Jake, by the way, and they got spiritual power. Okay, and with that spiritual power, it causes their eyes to glow, like how you see this fella's eyes glowing, right? But yeah, man, they was able to do things like, like this particular individual here, his superpower is to teleport. You had a woman, Eve, her superpower was basically, she was able to like throw things and objects. She was able to like move them without actually touching them. So she was able to throw people and, with a lot of strength, by the way. She was able to throw all kind of things, people's objects, whatever, you name it, right? Without actually touching them. You got another individual, a light-skinned Jake. His superpower was to run extremely fast. And that's actually in the scriptures, man, which we can bring it out right now just to prove the point. That's actually in the scriptures, to be able to run lightning fast. I ain't brought it out in a while. I think it's in Wisdom of Solomon 3. Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon 3 and verse 7, and it reads, "And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine." All right, because when you're emulating with that power, it's gonna cause you to have a glow, to have that shiny aura about you. A bit like if you're familiar with watching Dragon Ball Z, all right. When they'd go into Super Saiyan mode, okay, they would have that shine about them. They would have that glow. Well, that's the same thing when we receive that spiritual power, man. It says again, Wisdom of Solomon 3. And verse 7, it says, "And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine," see, "and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble." All right, so that's going into, having that spiritual power, man, running to and fro like sparks among the stubble. So you're gonna be like lightning fast, man. You're gonna be like Lightning McQueen. Okay. So these are the times that we're heading into, man. Alright, and Esau, Edom, they know this. Okay? They know this, man. Hey, why do you think in slavery we had something called the Slave Bible? Alright? And the Slave Bible was severely tampered with, man. And pretty much most of the scriptures were removed. Okay, because Esau Edom, he don't want us to wake up to the fact that we're the Israelites. He don't want us to wake up to the fact that we've got these abilities. We've had these abilities before, and we're about to gain these abilities once again. Esau Edom wants us to just remain asleep, man. Esau Edom don't want us to know the truth. Okay, which is why we have something called nigger culture. Alright, Esau Edom just has Jake acting in a a degenerate manner, okay? You know, Esau Edom will have Jake just wilding out, man. Okay, just to keep Jake asleep, you know, to keep Jake away from their power. That's why they put you rappers and drug dealers, all right, and footballers, whatever, man. They glorify you guys, man. You know, it's to keep Jake in that lower state. But then, you know, the true men of the Lord, all right, who are out there on the highways and the byways. Hey man, look, you see those same men of the Lord that you mock and scoff at, that you see on the highways and the byways, right? Those are the same individuals you're going to see, Lord willing, one day raised up with that spiritual power, man. And then you're going to know that you erred not knowing the scriptures. All right, you thought that you know, there was bugging, there was tweaking. You know, you thought they lost their minds or wherever the case may be. Well, the time is coming to where you're gonna be found to be severely wrong, man. All right, because look, Esau Edom. Now, of course, the founder, director, whatever you want to call him, of this series is a Jake called Rapman. But who gave Rapman the go ahead, the green light to have you know, this series play on Netflix? None other than the so-called white man, Esau Edom. Okay, remember, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, so Esau Edom, you know, that's one thing about Esau, right? He prophesies on the left hand side, meaning he will kind of let you know what's about to happen before it happens, right? But he does that on the left. Okay, so he will do it by way of his movies, you know, the video games. All right, in a lot of the video games and the movies, there's a lot of hidden messages, man. All right, which if you're not in the spirit, if you're not privy to those messages, then they'll go straight over your head. Okay, so yeah, I mentioned, so one of them had the power to teleport. One of them had the power to move things without actually touching them. One of them had the power to run really fast. Another one had the power to fly. And these are all Jakes, must I add. Again, another one had the power to be invisible, man. And that dude that had the power to be invisible, hey man, he was a gangbanging Jake. He was a gangbanging Jake. So you already know what he was doing with that invisible superpower, man. You already know, hey man, you give a gangbanging Jake the ability to hide himself, right? To cloak himself. What do you think the first thing he's gonna do, man? I'll leave the rest to your imagination. Alright, but the point is, we are gonna receive the elect of the nation of Israel are going to receive spiritual power, man. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, the scriptures say in Romans 3:3, for so what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? The Most High forbid. Let every man let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, man. All right, because the elect are getting ready to be justified in their sayings. All right, we spoke the words of prophecy. We let you guys know what time it is. Where the elect are getting ready to be justified in their sayings, man, so that you guys are gonna know that they weren't just talking out of just talking for the sake of talking, man. You know, that these are actually facts, even though they seem like they're absurd and they're a bit far-fetched. These things are actually true, man. And of course it seems far-fetched, because even when these guys were trying to show like their close friends around them that, oh yeah, look, I have this ability, and maybe like, then their friends would have that doubt, like, oh, okay, you say you're able to do this, prove it then. And then you try and do it, and then it don't work out, But then when the friend is not around and then you try and do it, it works. It really do be like that. So you had the doubt demon at play. People like, oh yeah, you lost your mind, or you're just bugging out, or you know how people get, man. They like, if you was to go to the job and you was to suddenly told and they ask you, oh, what did you do this weekend then? Oh yeah, man, I started flying. Yeah, man, it was a Friday night, and at 8 o'clock I just started levitating, I ran so fast that I ended up in Scotland in under 2 minutes. They're gonna look at you like you crazy, man. But let's say you actually did do that. You see, this is the time that we're getting ready to go into, man. Where the miracles that we're gonna be able to perform is gonna be so unheard of and unrealistic. Hey, but the scriptures say ain't nothing impossible to the Most High, man. Through Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, we're able to do all things. Alright, so this is Acts 1 and 8. But this is all in the scriptures, man. Acts 1 and 8 says, but ye shall receive power. Alright, that's spiritual power. Okay, after that, the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth, which the uttermost part of the earth is America, because the main salvation will be in America, Babylon the Great. And then you read Jeremiah 16 and 14 down to 16, it talks about how the elect are going to be gathered from all the other nations where the Lord has scattered them, but the majority of the elect are in Babylon the Great, aka America. That's where the majority of the elect reside. So that's where the main salvation is going to take place, Babylon the Great, America. Okay, but the fact is, the point is, it said that but we shall receive power, man. We're going to receive that spiritual power, man. Whether these guys believe it or not, man. All right, if you don't believe, it just simply means that this truth ain't meant for you, man. For what? So what if some don't believe? I just roughly paraphrased Romans 3 and verse 4. Okay, it doesn't really matter if you don't believe, man. The truth, once again, it just means the truth ain't meant for you. That's all it is. Okay, you just confirmed by you not having the understanding of the truth. You're basically confirming that you're not one of the elect. Okay, because the elect are gonna receive power, man. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to hear it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, the elect will receive power. Okay. But you see, even with the elect receiving power, that's not what we're meant to glory in. We're not meant to glory in the fact that, we're receiving power. I mean, of course, great. So why do Yahweh Hashem Yahshai if it be the case that we receive that power? But really, this is what we should be rejoicing in. Alright? Let's get Luke 10. And let's start at 17. It says, and the 70 returned again. It says, and the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy names. Because one of the other powers we're going to have is we're going to be able to summon demons on people, man. We're gonna have Satan under subjection. So we're going to be able to summon Satan on people, man. The spiritual demon Satan on people, man. Okay? So it says, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Which goes into basically how fast Esau, Edom's rulership is falling, man. So it says, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Because we're seeing the fall of this kingdom happening at a very fast pace, man. Okay? This is verse 19. It says, behold, I give unto you power to tread over serpents and scorpions, which, Yahushai, this was one of the ways in which Yahushai described the wicked of the Israelites, man. He described them as serpents and scorpions. So it says, behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing by any means and nothing shall by any means hurt you, man. Alright, so we're going to be able to have the power to defend ourselves. But we have to be able to believe, man. Remember, Hebrews 11:6 says, but without faith it is impossible to please the Heavenly Father, man. For he that cometh to the Lord must believe that he is. And that's literally his name, Yahweh. He is, he exists, he to be. Must believe that he is, and he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Alright, so the Lord is a rewarder of those that diligently seek him, man. Doesn't it say in Isaiah 55:6, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near. Okay, it says he is a rewarder of those that diligently seek him, man. We're diligently seeking the Lord. You know, we get up in the scriptures every day. We try to do lessons, videos every day to the best of our ability. All right, we're diligently seeking Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in hopes that we will be a part of the elect. All right, that's why we're diligently seeking Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because we understand that we're in a situation where we're going to need help. We're not going to be able to overcome this devil on our own, man. When you watch Supacell, some of the situations they was in, they wasn't able to, if it weren't for the spiritual power, they wouldn't have been able to come out of particular situations that they found themselves in. All right, so it says, so obviously we read verse 19. All right, now verse 20. Notwithstanding in this, rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. All right, and that's what we should be rejoicing in, not the fact that, you know, Lord willing, we be of the elect. We're gonna have all these supernatural capabilities, and we're gonna be able to fly, disappear, run fast, or, you know, go invisible, teleport, have superhuman strength. Oh yeah, that was it. Another one, and of course it had to be a, you know, I reckon he's a Judite, right? You know, he had like superhuman strength. You know, he had superhuman strength, man. Okay, so I mean, you know, it's not for us to glory in all of those abilities, man, but rather to glory in the fact that our names are written in heaven. You know, that's the true prize, man. The fact that we can, you know, Lord willing, call ourselves the elect, and, you know, we get to be beamed up in a chariot and escape the destruction. Okay, and even when the Lord gives us the you know, the spiritual power, it's not for our vain glory, man. Really, it's to glorify the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's really what it's about, man. Because, you know, you have a nigger that will glory in the fact that, oh, he's able to lift up this and lift up that and run here that fast and whatever, and act like it's of his own doing, man. But really, it's to glorify Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because they're, you know, the people are going to recognize that, oh, wait, hold on a minute. These are the same people in which we mocked and we scoffed at and we had in derision, and, you know, we said they was bugged out. We said they didn't have the truth, and, you know, yada, yada, yada. You know, these are the same people that we can now see flying and, you know, running at lightning speed and got superhuman strength. These same people that's taught in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai are the same people that are raised up with his power, and they already seen that, because it's like, you know, all these divine things that happen, right? Like the angels pulling up on brothers, you know, the chariot sightings and things of that nature, the dreams, the visions. All right, it's only really the men of GMS and the affiliate camps. It's only the men of GMS and affiliate camps that experience those kind of things. You know, so the Lord has to be dealing, man. You know, Lord willing, man. You know, the Lord has to be dealing. Okay? But Esau Edom, he ain't gonna put something in the films that's not true. You know, no matter how fictional it might seem, Because you see, that's another thing with Jake. Jake think that everything is just a joke, man. You know, you're seeing Jake flying and doing all kind of supernatural things, right? And Jake think that, oh well, you know, yeah, it's just a movie. And no, man, it's not just a movie, man. Esau Edom is putting that in your face because he knows what time it is, man. He knows that Jake is waking up, man. He knows that these abilities were promised to the children of Israel, man, beginning with the elect. All right, he knows and understands that, man. Look, man, he is not stupid, man. It says, thou art wiser than Daniel. Okay, that the children of the wicked are wiser than the children of light. All right, he knows a thing or two, man. He knows the scriptures. All these films that you watch, right? The supernatural films and whatever the case may be, man. All right, where did that influence come from? The scriptures, man. Esau knows and understands the scriptures, man. These top Hollywood directors, they understand the scriptures, man, because the inspiration of their movies come from the scriptures. All right, this is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Now that standard is going into spiritual power, man. Which is why when you watch Supacell, there were certain times where they couldn't activate the spiritual power. Mainly when they was kind of just exposed to the fact that they got the spiritual power. You know, they couldn't always tap into it, man. Because there was times where they was trying to tap into the spiritual power, but there wasn't a need for that standard to be lifted, you know, because they was just trying to tap into it just to prove to friends or wherever the case may be. So, you know, nothing would happen. But in the moment they was in a situation where they needed that standard to be lifted, where they needed that spiritual power, okay, that's when the spiritual power would work. All right. So when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. That's why, you know, we brothers have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We have the understanding of the scriptures, but it's not like brothers are just able to just willfully just fly right now or make concentrated fire, laser beams just come out of our eyes, man. All right, because we're not in the time where we need that standard lifted. But rest assured that when we do go into that time where you know, it's going to be required for that standard to be lifted, then that's when the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is going to lift up that standard, man. But until then, you know, we have to wait patiently on Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, man. Okay, so yeah, man, I just wanted to get into that real quick. You know, I highly recommend that you watch that on Netflix. It's called Supacell. It's new, man. You know, it's about Jake getting that spiritual power, man. I just started watching it. I'd recommend you watch it as well, man. So I pray, Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying. Until the next time, I say shalom.